What time is it? You know what time it is? It's time to... Oh, wait. I thought I'm recording a video. I thought I'm recording a video. Jelly, peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. All right. Is anybody here yet? Let me look at this because I'm telling you, my comments don't always come up. My little alerts don't always come up. Pop-up chat. I think Pabria and Storm Shadow's here. Nobody on TikTok. Nobody's over on TikTok. But I didn't sing the whole song this morning. Did y'all notice that? And Sullivan said, Mr. Care. Oh, everybody's here. Everybody. Did you see the name of my chat today from the YouTube chat? I got a copy strike. This ain't my first one. I've had one other one. And, if you get 3 of the copy strikes, then they delete your channel. Your whole channel that is just deleted. Hi, Rishi. Yeah, so if you get 3, I've had one before. They go away after 90 days. But this was on a video. That was it was an old video. I was like, why are you even giving me a strike now? This video was from 2 or 3 years ago. And it was from a video. It was a video about the most expensive things in India, or it was one of those. It was an older video, something like that. And this is my second. And I've only gotten strikes from the videos from India before. That's what all the ones I do here. I've never gotten a strike like the Hollywood movies, but I got a strike one other time, and it was for, I think, a song. I think it was from a song that I've done a reaction to. And this time it was just it was 10 most expensive places to live or something like that. Got a strike. Hopefully I don't get 2 more. I mean, how long have I had my YouTube channel? For years and years, and this has only been the second, and it goes away after 90 days but if I get another one within this 90 days, I'm going to be nervous because if you get 3 of them, they delete your channel. What's the channel name? My channel name? Or who gave me the strike? I'll have to go look. I have to go look and who it was from. I saw the email address because you can email the people and ask them and take it down. That don't work. Hi, official Andre over on TikTok. So on top of that, listen to that. I got my strike because there's difference. You can get strikes, and that's the ones that's, you get 3, your channel's delete. But then you have copyright claims where, if you use, it's usually sometimes they'll get claims on trailers, and I'll fight those. I'm because trailers, those are fair use. It's under the fair use laws, and if you're promoting the movie or using it to do a reaction, they can't really claim it. When they claim it, they just they'll let you leave it up, but they want to collect your money. So a lot of these trailers, they'll claim it, and I'm you movie studios don't have enough money that you got to be claiming the little 1 or 2 cents I get because I don't get much. No, nothing. It couldn't even pay my light bill or my water bill or none of my bill. Maybe I don't know. For a month, the money I get, it can't even pay a bill. But I'm saying it's cent. It's not nothing, and they still want to claim it to take the little cents away. So, but you can fight those though. But they'll let you leave it up, but if it's a music, when I do my song ones, and they usually claim that right away. They usually claim the songs right away, and you can't fight those because anything with the song in it, you can't fight those. It's impossible. Which it brings me to tell you, talk about, because I play my little peanut butter jelly song at the beginning of my videos, right? I play my little peanut butter jelly. I love that little song. I got a claim on it the other day, and it was from the peanut butter. I was like, oh, they can claim all my stuff now. I've been using that song. They gonna claim it all because it's on all my videos. I just got one though. And it was actually a live stream one. It was actually they claimed it on a live stream video I had, not even the little recorded videos I have. So that's why when I started this, I was like, oh, I turned the volume way down. I was like, oh, let me turn the volume down and not I'll sing it maybe because they can't claim if I sing it right. It's not that good. My singing ain't that good for them to claim. But now I gotta be careful about that. At least it ain't a strike though. Because now I got one. It's on there till like the middle of January 13th or something. So I gotta wait for that one to get over because 3, I'll be crying. I'll be like, oh come. And they don't delete just one of your channels. They say anything linked to that channel, it's all deleted. So I would have to start all over. Y'all would have to find me some way. Let me catch up. Where am I at? Alrighty. I like your username. Oh, Storm Shadow, he likes his username. Pabria, how's Greg? I miss him. I will tell him, Pabria, he's doing good. If y'all saw I came on live Monday. We're all in quarantine. We've been exposed to the COVID because my brother-in-law got it, right? And remember, I have like my nephew Aiden here and my niece Jilly like on virtual school, and that's their dad that got it. So we've been watching out, making sure quarantine, like not going. So that's been something. And now, no good news on that. We haven't gotten it. The kids haven't gotten COVID. Greg hasn't got. We're all right. But now my sister has it. Now my sister, which I mean, you expected because that's her husband. And when he first got sick, like she was around him. They were, slept in the same room. So she figured she might get exposed. But now I'm just praying the kids don't get it. Because my little nephew has Gaucher's disease. And I mean, they say that ain't an underlying condition that could make it more serious that other people, but they don't know. Like this is a rare genetic disease and only a couple people have gotten COVID. So it's not like they have tons of research on it, But the kids, my sister and my brother-in-law is like locked up in their little part of the house and the kids are kind of fended for their own. Good thing for technology, they can FaceTime, Even like groceries, they got the Instacart. You can get your groceries delivered, like food delivered. And I'm bringing them stuff, like just leaving it at the door with my mask and making sure they get it and everything. But it's sad because the first thing I want to do is I was like, especially when my sister has it, I wanted to go get that. I was like, I want them to come stay with me, get the kids, bring them here so they're safe. But then I'm like, well, what do I do? That can't, if they do have it, because they've been in the house the whole time. They've been around them every single day, before they got COVID, that I can't like risk bringing them here to expose all of us to. It's just a sad situation. I was so depressed, like, because that's when I found out my sister had it yesterday. But we're doing all right. We haven't gotten any symptoms yet still. And it'll be a week tomorrow that we know. So, I mean, I feel like after a week, that's pretty good. But they say 2 weeks. It still can come on 2 weeks. So we're still taking my vitamin Ds. It's just sad. How are you, Care? And please send I will, Pabria, to Tessa and Amy. Peanut butter jelly time, James Daniel. And that's what I'm saying. They're trying to claim it. I just have to sing it every time. And hello, James Daniel. I haven't seen you at my live before. Hello, Queen. T just said, how are you now? I miss many real life chats. How is your kids and Greg? I think I just talked about that. Siradeep, trailers like advertisements. Yeah, so that's why, Anaron, I was like, you can fight the trailers when they try to claim those because that's like an ad. It's a fair use, but songs you can't. Now that you mentioned the whole copy strike thing, maybe if you did use the PB&J Otter theme song, you would have gotten a copy strike. So I'm not bitter. At least you considered it. They wouldn't copy strike it though. Like most places don't copy strike. They usually just claim it. They usually just, especially they usually just use it to make the money. I was like, I feel like people at copy strike, because they didn't even ask. They didn't even send me an email and say, please take it down or whatever. They copy strike, and you can block it too. No, they go right for the copy strike. I feel like that's just being cruel. You know? I'm like, why you gotta be cruel and go right for the copy strike and try to hurt somebody's channel when you could just ask? I would have took it down, be like, oh, that's, my video or whatever, take it down, copy claim it, take whatever proceeds from it. No, they just being cruel, want to copy strike it. Next Monday, the college is it's closing there. Well, I saw India's cases have been just going up and up, and I feel like because this is the time of year here, fall's hitting, wintertime's hitting, the cases are rising here too. They won't close nothing. They won't close nothing. Look, Trump's still out there rallying with no mask. Yas Raj gives copy strikes a lot. See, that's just, if you don't like, you can claim it, you can have them block it, you can send out a block, you can do a lot of things instead of just copy strike. If they would have asked me, I was like, sure, I'll take it down. I didn't know, I didn't. I just do a lot of stuff. People request things, send me links. I was like, okay, I didn't know, but you're just trying to hurt somebody. You're just trying to hurt somebody with a copy strike. Milano is my favorite cookies too. Oh, I've been eating them all morning. Teachers, I've been eating them for breakfast this morning. I had like 4. That's what I had for breakfast. Riddick used to endorse it. Oh, that's why I love it too. I didn't know that was Riddick's cookie. Oh, look at me eating Riddick's cookie. That sounds a little dirty. I shouldn't say that. I didn't know. This is why we're meant to teach us. Is this not proof why me and Riddick's meant to be? It is. Look, he endorses the Milanos. Milano's my favorite cookie. This is why me and you friends is our favorite cookie. Oh, you saw those snacks I got yesterday from the supermarket sweep? Oh, and I got to interview. Oh, I'll have to, no, because they didn't take video of it. I can only do they give me audio, but I can't even, maybe I'll clip it. I don't know if I can clip it and do the little interview with the audio, but the new host, y'all know I love my game shows, right? I was on The Price is Right, won $10,000. It's all gone now, but but yeah, I love my game show. And this was another one. I even had the little, where's my little shirt? I had it because I was cold. I had it on my lap. Look, supermarket sweep. So they sent me all that stuff, and I interviewed the new host, Leslie Jones. She was on the SNL. She was also in that movie. Remember, they did the reboot of the movie Ghostbusters. She's been in a lot of other stuff, but they did the reboot with the females, wasn't it? Melissa, what's her last name? Melissa McCarthy, right? I think she was in that new Ghostbusters. And then Leslie Jones, right? And so yesterday I interviewed her because she's gonna be the host of Supermarket Sweep. That was fun. That's all I wanted to say. That was fun. And then it was a weird interview because it was like a group interview, and it's on the Zoom, and you can put your little question, and they're like, call you. They're like, okay, this is a question for me. And you unmute your mic and talk to them. And most of the people, they were just asking, and they were just answering. Ask a question, answer. People were unmuting their, even though it was their, turn, they were like not talking. So then they called my one question from me because they didn't call questions for everybody. They asked a question for me, and she answered it. And they're like, okay. But I was like, no, I'm going to talk to Leslie Jones. You know me, I'm going to talk to him. So I was like, thank you, Leslie Jones. I didn't even come in with anything, in that contributed really to the conversation. I just wanted to tell Leslie Jones hi. So I was like, hi, Leslie Jones. Thank you for answering my question, Leslie Jones. And then she was like, oh, who's that? Oh, Amanda, hi. Because I don't think she even realized the other people was there talking. And then I had my Supermarket Sweep my shirt on that they gave me. And she's like, oh, I like your shirt. I was like, so I was trying to tell, I was like, I want to be on the show. Get me on the show, Leslie Jones. I don't know I'm sure now they're like black. They're like, she ain't getting on the show. But I love that show. I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but it's based in the grocery store, and they ask like questions about, I love my snacks. I mean, I was, when all those snacks came up that they sent me, I was in heaven. I love my snacks. Which, do you know, the other day, I posted my little thing with the Biden-Harris sign up there. Did y'all see some of those? I got a comment from somebody talking about, looks like you gained weight. I was like, well, probably. I was like, I've been quarantined since March. Haven't hardly left the house. I got my little exercise machine down there, but that don't, I'm just like, oh, I can't do this. I do it off and on. I like my snacks. I do. I ain't gonna stop eating my snacks. So probably, thanks for noticing, I guess. Sir Greg likes it. He always trying to get me to eat, and once he likes the big bottom. We won't go there. Allison here, we won't talk about that. But how'd I get on from, I don't even know. I'm on tangents today, huh? Let me read some more comments. Oh, from Milano cookies to big bottoms. That's how we got, this is all Teja's fault. T just led to the big bottoms. Which idiot gave you a copy? Right. I'll have to go look. It was on a video. Now you're going to make me want to bring it up, but it's going to be slow when I live. I might have to go look, but it makes me mad too. Look, y'all, Sarah Deep, I'm glad. Look, get mad with me. The first time so this is my second time, and the first one's gone. The first time I was like really freaking. I was like, oh my God, I got a copy strike. Oh, they're gonna delete my channel. They're gonna delete my YouTube channel. I'm not gonna have a YouTube channel. And then after 90 days, it just went away. So when I got this one, I was like, it was just more of a just aggravation. I'm like, you didn't have to do that. Because they don't give it often, we don't get them often, but I just feel like they're kind of jerky to give one when they could just block it or have you take it down or anything to give you one right away. That's just being kind of jerky. So I was just like, what jerks. Isn't it you can play a song for 15 seconds for free, but if you use it for more than 15 seconds, the owner can give you a strike? I mean, I don't know the time. I know some people, especially with my trailers, because sometimes some movie trailers too, I was talking about, you get those for the movie trailers. And that's another thing. A lot of times, like Hollywood movies, you'll get a copy claim, not even a strike, a claim, and then you can fight it. But then I'll get them a lot for the Indian movies, the Bollywoods and stuff, and they don't like to try to revert. You have to fight them hard. You have to fight, and sometimes it ain't even worth it. They don't budge hardly over there. I feel like and both of my copyright strikes that I got was from the videos from India too. I feel like, I don't know, they real stricter over there. I don't know. And then I don't want to fight it too much because I'm like, I know we have like the fair use laws and all that. I don't know if it's different there. I don't know much knowledge, so I just leave those alone. But that's why I said you can claim it or you can block it. I've gotten plenty of those. I'm like, okay, block it, claim it. But a strike, that's just being mean. Stay safe. Thank you, Lou. I hope they will recover. Oh, me too. Are you saying that your kids might have it? Yeah, look, they've been around my niece and nephew, they were directly exposed. And my daughter Bella was with my brother-in-law Thursday, riding in a car. So then I was extra. I was like, because he got sick like the next day, the next day he was starting to feel sick. So that was the day before. So it takes a few days for your symptoms to come. But this is one thing. She was wearing her mask when she was around him. And then they were even messing with her about that. They were like, why are you wearing a mask? And now I'm like, you see, I try, because I tell my kids, I'm like, you be safe. I don't care. You wear your mask everywhere you go. They go outside the house. Where's your mask? So they know. And I didn't even tell her then. She just had it on. And I was like, you see? And now look what happened. And you protect her. So hopefully we're all doing good now. Thank you, Sarah Deep's praying for him. I watched and I saw Krish and Don. Mr. Karis, where are you from? Hey, Shazam. You can lower the volume of the video you're reacting, or you can pause the video every 30 seconds and talk in between. This will help you not get a copyright. But Tejas, do you know what? I know, like, people were like, oh, pause it. This is what you won't. It won't get. Hi, Thomas Chambers. I just looked up and I saw Thomas over there on the TikTok. But that's a lot of like to pause it and know where you pause the video, to know where you pause, like if you're doing a trailer, you have to know exactly where you stopped it, and then cut it and have to re-edit it at the same spot. Like, that's a lot of editing to have to do every 30 seconds. I was like, if that's it, just take my money. I was like, that's too much. Just claim it. Take the 2 little pennies I get for the video. That's all I get, like 2 little pennies. You can have it. Having to edit all that, maybe if I was making a lot from my videos, but now I don't make nothing. I'm like, take my pennies. You take the pennies. If you wanted that bad, y'all take the pennies. Unfortunately, some reason kids are less likely to get COVID. I mean, that's true. Or they're like more the cases that have it, but they're the carriers, right? Those are the ones you hear more that they have. And that's why, like my niece and nephew, I don't want to bring them here. Why is my nose just all of a sudden? Good thing I got my little tissue here. That's why my niece and nephew I didn't want to bring too, because I'm like, they could have it, not have any symptoms, because you hear like the younger kids are carriers and don't have symptoms, but then I can bring them here and they can spread it here. So I'm like, I'm nervous even for that. Shazam. I am Alian. Do you remember me? Yeah, such a long time ago. I mean, I kind of do. I forget names and they all start. I do. If it's been a long time, Shazam. If you come back to Shazam, I'll remember that because I love that movie and the character Shazam. Tejas, yes, what Jabby does always. Oh, he does the pausing thing. That's because Jabby's makes the money. He probably got a guy. He probably got somebody that edits it for him and he pays them. That's why he got all like how many subscribers? What does he have? Like 2 million, 3, I don't know, 1 million. Still, with that many subscribers, he could just the money he makes, just throw a little cup. Here, edit this for me. He got the money to do that. That's a lot of time for having to do all that editing and getting 2 little pennies. That's a lot of time for 2 little pennies. I mean, I know if I was getting copy strikes, like the strikes a lot, then I would be like, okay, let me do this and cut it and make sure and pause and do all that. But I mean, this is the second time in 4 years or whatever I got one, and I don't really make money off the videos, so I'm just like, claim my pennies. When I get 1 million subscribers like that, then I'll just pay somebody too. You pronounce my name. I did, Siradeep. I'm happy that some Americans do that. Siradeep. Now I'm feeling like I did it right the first time, but I don't know if I'm repeating it. Did I repeat it right? Siradeep. Did I repeat that? Now I'm nervous because then I'll do something right and then I'll forget the right way I said it and then I'll say it wrong. Siradeep. Siradeep. I'm good, Shazam. I'm from Arkansas. Oh, I didn't know Mr. Carius was from Arkansas. Mr. Carius, you live close. Where in Arkansas? Because I'm right above you. I've gone through Arkansas many times, especially because I'll go from St. Louis and then my family lives in New Orleans. So I'm always driving down and I'll go through like Blytheville, Arkansas, like right by Memphis, the Memphis, Arkansas, whatever that's called. I didn't know Mr. Carius was that close. You're like my neighbor, Mr. Like, I'm shocked. I've talked to Mr. Carius how long? And I didn't even, maybe he told me once before. I don't remember. Hi, Muppets. I'm doing well. I don't know, but I'm unable to mention anyone in here, India. Arkansas is a great movie. I liked it. Did they have a movie, Arkansas? I can't even think. Yes, giving copyright strike is like big companies targeting the small individual creators. See, Anaran, it's like they just trying to hurt somebody. I'm like, you don't have to do that. What? That's just trying to be mean. That's just trying to be mean. Someone told me like you can really fight it though. Oh wait, Thomas said, I've just bought a little mixed ticket for 2021 on May Glasgow Hydro. I don't know what that is, Thomas Chambers. Thomas Chambers, what is it? What's a little mixed ticket for 2021 on May 24th? Glasgow High. Is that a band? I don't even know what a mixed ticket is. Thomas Chambers thumping me over on the TikTok's a mixed ticket. What? Oh, that's in UK. Thomas Chambers. It's in UK. Is that like a music festival? Because I wouldn't be going to look. Even in May 2021, I'm going to still be worried about the COVIDs going to big old musical festivals. They said it's getting, oh, it's a girl band. Oh, I didn't know that. Wear a mask. Thomas Chamber, wear a mask going to this. And I hear like the COVIDs are going up everywhere. Not just here, like places in Europe that's going back up. But then I saw this picture of New Zealand and they were in this big stadium, nobody wearing masks because they don't have COVID there. And I was like, oh, why can't I live in New Zealand? Like I want to move to New Zealand. They ain't gonna, no place is gonna have Americans right now. I don't think Canada's still got their border closed. Mexico's helping build. They're like, build it faster. Build a wall faster. Keep out the COVID Americans. Keep them out, you know? So I know they ain't gonna let me know New Zealand. I mean, good trailer. Oh, I saw watching Boggy and War. Oh, Muppets likes Milano cookies. Pepper. Whenever I say Pepperidge Farm, you ever watch Family Guy Muppets? And he's like, Pepperidge Farm. Pepperidge Farm knows. But isn't Milano's part of a Pepperidge Farm? Because I've gotten those. Listen, this is how much I like to snack. I know whoever said I look like I gained weight. I like to snack. I ain't going to stop snacking just to have a little of booty. No, I'm going to still snack. We're in COVID quarantine. I'm not out exercising much. I know. But I ain't going to stop having my snacks. I love my snacks. But Pepperidge Farm, they have those. You can buy like the mixed thing. Right? And then they got Milanos in there, but then they got like the Purettes. And then they got those one cookies that have like chocolate on the one side with the nut. Oh, I'm hungry. I just ate 4 Milano cookies before I came on here for breakfast. That was my breakfast, Milano cookies. And now I'm thinking about more snacks. I love snacks. I love snacks. I'll get a big one. I don't care. I'm still cute, right? I'm like, I can have a big booty. My husband likes my big booty. But look, I'm cute. I'm still cute with a big booty. Some say it makes you cuter. I don't know. I wish you were on that show, How I Met Your Mother. Why you want me on that show? Am I going to be like the mother? I didn't even brush my hair this morning. Oh, y'all want to know a secret? Oh, should I say it? Who's on? I don't want to get in trouble. I don't have that many viewers on now, do I? Because that's what I'm like. I'm looking bad, but I have to get cute because I have an interview later. I feel like it's a big one. I'm nervous about this. Remember, I was nervous. What was I going to interview the Peter Ramsey, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Well, this one ain't video. So I'm like, I don't have to look. But I feel like I'm going to like record it. Like record my video of me talking to him. I'll give a hint. What should I give a hint? Like this person, let's see if y'all can guess. It's for the movie. Okay, it's for the movie coming out Friday. It's called Love and Monsters. That's hint number 1, if anybody can get it. I'll wait. I'll read through comments and we'll see. That's the first hint. It's somebody from this new movie coming out, Love and Monsters, which I just watched this morning and I liked it. All right, where am I at? Milano cookies. Mr. Karras, please start reaction channel on India content. Oh, look, Mr. Karras, they want you to do the reaction to India Bollywood. I'm a really shy person. I'm not sure if I should or want to. You have to just get over the shyness. A lot of people, like, remember I got Aiden to do videos with me. Remember? And he was like, I'm scared, I'm nervous. I said, we're recording it. It's not like we're not live and people are watching it. I said, we'll just the first time I get him to do a reaction, I was like, let's just do it. Do the reaction. And if you don't like it, I'll let you rewatch it. If you want me to delete it, I'll delete it. You know, that's the thing. Just act like nobody's there. That's what I do now. I just talk. But live's different. Because I wouldn't like to just talk to myself. I like talking to y'all. I feel like we're like in a group chat, you know? 2 weeks back, I told you that my uncle, yes, we're on the same lift. You misunderstood. Lift means elevate. Oh, I thought, because you know the lifts here, they call them Ubers. They have the 2 services here. They have Uber, So like when you're taking a little, need a car and you Uber, and then they have the other company Lyft. Oh, so Lyft, they was on the elevator. Oh, well, that's even, were they just them two on the elevator? Did they have a whole group? Oh, I'd love to be on the elevator with Rick Dick, just me and him. No, don't say that. Look, y'all got me thinking of stuff. I love, oh, what would I say? What would I do if I was on the elevator? It opens up like I'm just like, oh, I'm trying to get to my Florida on the elevator. Ding, and it opens, and it was rich. First of all, in my mind, it would open, and you know how like those movies that they're playing, like if they're going to like the heaven or something, like it opens and it's a bright light, and then goes, ah! And that was Rick Dick. That's how it's playing in my mind right now. The elevator opens, Rick Dick's there, a bright light's behind him. And the wind's blowing. Oh, the wind's got blow on Rick Dick. So the wind's blowing his little locks, and there's I feel like on one hand, I feel like I wouldn't know what to say, but y'all know me. 100%, I ain't gonna let a moment, an opportunity like that pass by. I would be like, "You're Rick Dick Roshan." I don't know. I don't know what I would say, but I would 100% talk to him. That's what I said. Like when I was on the little interview yesterday with the Leslie Jones, I was like, I'm not gonna let a moment go by, like just quiet and not just to talk. This is a chance. Leslie Jones, she's a celebrity, she's a movie star, SNL, doing this host. I'm gonna talk to her. Life's too short to be. This is something for Mr. Kiris, because he's talking about how he's shy too. Life's too short to be shy. Life's too short. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Where even on, what's the worst thing where Rick Dick comes in the elevator with me and I don't talk? What's the worst thing that's happening? I do talk. I'm like, Rick Dick Roshan. He'd be like, I don't want to talk. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, what's the worst thing? He ain't gonna punch me. He won't punch me. He ain't gonna harm me. He might a little rejection, just be like, oh, no, I'm not, not wanting to talk. Then you can have a story with that. Be like, yeah, I met Rick Dick and he didn't want to talk to me. I've had some of those too. I've had celebrities. Oh, they had this one. It wasn't even me, but I fell for the girl because we were at the Mulan premiere earlier this year. And do y'all know the girl? She was on This Is Us, Chrissy Metz. She was on the This Is Us, which, I mean, I always liked her before this. I always saw her in This Is Us. And I interviewed her once for a movie, Breakthrough. It was The Boy Fell Through the Ice. It was on a true life story. I interviewed for that. She was real nice. But I mean, this was Mulan and COVID was going around, right? COVID was starting to talk, and she was at the Mulan premiere. And I had a friend that was with me, and she went up and she's like, oh, can I get a picture? And she was just like, no, I have a space. So I think like her space meant like COVID, This is before everything locked down here. But still, it was still on people's minds. She probably like COVID. I have a space. So I was like, that's the worst thing that can happen. But then if you don't speak up and just, Rick Dick comes in the elevator, like the uncle, he was like, isn't it? But I didn't say anything. That's like a regret. When will he ever be? You might never, ever get the chance again to have Rick Dick Roshan with the elevators open with the light and the breeze and, to say something to him. Don't let opportunities in life pass you by. Don't let it. You get the one life, live it. The worst thing that can happen, you get rejected. What? So, like, especially you're in there in the elevator by yourself. I get rejected. You making a YouTube, you don't like it. Maybe somebody gives you a bad comment. You feel bad. You want to delete your channel. What they gonna do? They don't know you. Life is short. Life is short. Look at me. Look, how is this my TED Talk today? How is this my TED Talk? But look, what was my life before this? I have a degree, master's degree, biochemistry. I worked in a science lab, and I loved it. I loved working in science. I wanted to do something to help mankind. Like I went into it because I wanted to do things to change the world, Then you get in it and you see all the red tape, bureaucracy, politics, and after a while, especially that's when like kind of the recession hit and they were cutting funding in labs and it just became miserable. And I was like, this is my life. Am I going to just stay here? And then I had my sights taken off and all that kind of stuff, getting opportunities to go to red carpets, having to pass those down because I had to work. I didn't have the vacation days. So I'm like, oh, I can't go to this red carpet that you're flying me out there. I can do all this stuff because I got to work in a job I'm unhappy with. So I was like, no. Especially at that time, my stepdad passed away. And that would really hit me. I'm like, life's so short. When someone close to you dies like that, it really makes you look at your life and you're like, life's short. You'll get this chance right now. You got to just make the best of it. Do what you want to in your life and at the end of your life and be like, oh, I'm glad I stayed in that job I was unhappy in for all those years. Or you want to be like, I'm glad I pursued my dreams and did things that made me happy and fulfilled and I think now too, I'm appreciative that I'm able to do these things. I know some people aren't, that I made a career out of something that makes me happy doing. TED Talk. I got TED Talks today. I'm not sure if you've seen this show, How I Met Your Mother. We talked about this. I feel like I've watched it maybe one other time, but I have a question. By Ted is one telling the story. Do you think Ted Mosby is too low-key bad guy of the story? See, I don't know the characters that well, but look, Mr. Karras needs to start a YouTube channel on reactions to How I Met Your Mother, because I feel like that is your favorite show. This ain't the first time we talked about it. You need a How I Met Your Mother YouTube channel. I don't think that you can steal that market. I don't think there's one of those out there. Hi, Badri and Shazam. I said, oh, sure. I don't know what's Shazam. I'm so far behind on comments sometimes. When you write a comment, try to reference what I was talking to, because look how much I just, and then how the time went. And now I don't know, when I'm reading these comments, I don't know what it's referring to. Did you see the trailer for the movie Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey? It looks so good. Forest Whitaker. It's a musical. That sounds familiar. I don't know if I've seen it. It's on Netflix. Is it new? Why does it, and I feel like Forest Whitaker being in it, I would recognize him because he's got the eye, right? Don't he got the eye? It's like is it like a lazier eye? That's Forest Whitaker. I know I just look at people. That's how how I forget names. I got to remember them by some features sometimes. I feel like I would remember him though. I don't think I've seen it. You watching Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. I never liked that one. I tried to watch it. Like the first, I don't know, you said 2, but it's a musical. I never got into it. I tried to watch it. Sirdeep. I did say it right again. You react to music primarily asking for this. Still, I'm so sorry YouTube been mean. Oh, Joshua Stark. Oh, that's not, look, Joshua Stark came. I was just reading comments. I didn't even know Joshua Stark came. Amanda, you react to music, not primarily, but I really like reacting to music, especially Bollywood. I feel I watched this movie. Did y'all see The Evil Eye? It's on Amazon Prime, free if you have Amazon Prime. But I want to do it. Priyanka Chopra was one that produced it. I have the little review up. But yeah, she produced it. So I was like, oh, I want to watch this. This is my mixing the Hollywood and the Bollywood. And my favorite part was the lady was it was like the daughter lived here in New Orleans, where I'm originally born. So that was already, I was like, this movie's made for me to review it, right? And then the mom lived in New Delhi or whatever. But my favorite part was the mom was at home and then they had the TV on and they showed this little Bollywood dancing song. And I love the little Bollywood dance with the cast. They have like the colorful and the costumes and then the dances and I just love me a Bollywood song. So yeah, I guess that's why I get a lot of claims on those because I like doing them. Also, hi, I love you too. Mr. K, see, I don't know. He wants to talk about this, How I Met Your Mother. I don't know it well. I don't know well enough to comment on it, but that's what he said. Ted Mosby wanted a girl he was dating to accept him for his baggage. but wants to dump her immediately because of her baggage. That's me sipping the coffee. I don't know. Listen, I feel like I can't make a comment on this. I don't even watch it, but you want to talk about, he wants to accept the baggage and not have those. I have a friend going through breakups right now, and they want advice. I'm the worst at the advice with the breakups. I am. When people go, like when I'm in those, first of all, if someone's sad, like, because my normal reaction when I get to somebody, I want to make them smile. So like I'm the worst. If you want to cry and sad, I just want to like make you smile and laugh. So I'm like the worst person to come to when it comes to that. Especially like the breakups, like they're saying this, and I'm just like, I don't know. He just sounds crazy to me. You should just be glad they're gone, So that's what I was saying there. I'm like, they don't want to accept her bad one. Then he deserves to be alone. That would be my thing. But you're talking about like the character, like he's a bad, evil character because of that. I don't know, Mr. Curious. Shazam! Yeah, also like that movie Shazam. I got a new name for that same movie. Oh, I love. And they're making a Shazam too, right? My main needs sun and lamp. Oh, you Mr. Shiradeep Shiny. Sun and lamp. Like the sun ain't enough brightness. He got to put a lamp up in that too. I like it. The sun, the most powerful brightness, is like, oh no, we still need a lamp. I'm sure somebody else, maybe should it be opposite though, like lamp first and the lamp ain't bright? No, but the sun, he said sun, and then you need the extra lamp. I like it. I'm sure somebody else were telling the story to have been seen as a different light. Tejas. In India, many news channels got fined for showing fake news. But SSR Republic TV channel is fighting SSR Justice. They filed a complaint against other news channel and they got fired. Which Tejas, I wanted to talk about this morning because on Twitter, was it Twitter? Now I'm gonna have to go to Twitter. I'm not sure if it was Twitter or another thing, but they had like, I guess, a popular ad that came out, and it showed, from what I remember, it showed a Muslim man and he had a girlfriend that was Hindi, and then everybody went crazy about it and they had to take it down. Am I getting this right? I was reading something about it this morning. It was trending on the Twitter, and I was like, what? Why people got mad at this? I didn't understand. In the story I read, it just said something like, it's like a big thing. See, and then I knew, I was like, oh, nationalists. I know that one. I don't remember if that's more Republican or more Democrat or more liberal or conservative. I don't remember, but I remember I was talking about the nationalists before, and they were like, oh, the nationalists, which the Modi the national. I don't remember. See, but they don't like it because they feel like it's anti-Muslim? It was one of the antis because it was like the man trying to convert them off, like from the different religion to theirs, like trying to make them leave their religion for their own. That's what I got of it. But I was like, I'm gonna have to ask y'all about it because y'all always give me the inside information. Now I can read the story all day long, but I came here to my peeps. Y'all break it down for me. Like immature womanizing, heartbreak, a-hole. Look, I'm with you. New Zealand has smart female PM. That's right. We need who from the beginning, Sarah, listen like 100%. I remember I followed her because we had our little leader over here. I don't know why. I hope this ain't COVID. No, don't even say. I'm all right. Just a little runny nose this morning, but. Yeah, so we had the terrible response and epicenter to COVID's here, but then I was watching other countries, how they responded, like real, because when it was lockdown, I was just full on news, and I do that today. Like I watch all the different news stations. I want to keep up with the ones that's more conservative. I watch them all, the conservative ones, the liberals. I'm like, that's how y'all think you stay informed, because I told you this, I watch one news station and they'll be talking about one thing, not mentioning anything else, and you watch another one and they aren't mentioning this. So I feel like if you watch them all, you just get little pieces of everything that's happening. Anyway, when I first started with the COVID, I started watching New Zealand because they were talking about that PM, how like she's real strict. She the country she locked down right away, like the mandates and this and she went on TV because people were like mad, right? They're like, no, we're gonna ruin, you're locking down the country. And I mean, not a lot, not as many as the crazy people here that like it, but she was like, she had by her side, scientists, experts, and she's like, I know how you feel. She's like, but for me, I'm 100% listening to the scientists and the experts on this. 100%. I'm going to follow their advice because they are the experts at this. And she did. Even if she got pushed back by people and stuff, she's like, no, I'm doing this for the good of her people. And now look. And that's right then I was like, that's right, girl. That's right. You know me. I was like, yes. And now look, they're pretty much living a normal life. I mean, I know they're an island and it's more secluded. I mean, they locked it down. Nobody coming in and out. So it was easier for them, It's not as populated as like a lot of other places. But I'm like, but if you lock it down, really, lock everything down, people in their house, it don't matter how populated I feel like it is. If you're locked down, you're locked down. And then what happened? Like even so then they had, I remember because New Zealand had, it was like, oh, it's the 100 days, no new cases, right? And then 101 day, they had another case. They did. I was like, oh no, y'all shouldn't even announce that. 100 days, no new cases. And then 101, they had a new case. But then I think it popped up, it was 4 new cases. What did she do? 4 new cases, just 4 little new cases. Locked it down again. I was like, that's right. And now look, they in this big stadium, no social distancing, no mask, having these games. I'm like, I know we locked down, but still, we didn't lock down. They said, oh, we closed everything. People were out barbecuing together, hanging out. You see them out on the streets. You see parties going on over here. Nobody wearing masks. I'm like, this ain't no lock. You want to call that we shut down? This ain't no shutdown. Wow, y'all got me fired up. Oh no, we're gonna remember this ain't no politics talk. But anyway, yes, I watched her from the beginning and I loved her. Where am I at? Where? Amanda, your beautiful head to toe people need. Oh, that's right, Joshua Stark. It don't bother me because I know I'm cute. Even if I get a bigger booty, that's what, look, I'm telling you, my husband, Greg, sir, it was Greg. He always trying to feed me. I was like, no, he likes a big bottom. That don't bother me. And I don't think anybody's less beautiful for having a big bottom or gaining a little weight. That's why I told Greg, Greg, I like a little bigger man. I like it. Some people like it. Some people don't. Just Australia banned Bollywood. I didn't know that. Why they playing the Bollywood? No Bollywood actor will be welcome in Australia until. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know this. Oh, just dish. I didn't know all this. Australia don't play around. Not with the COVIDs, not in Australia. And I even looked in, like, whenever after COVID's bad here, I was like, where? Because they were like, oh, go to Canada. I'm like, it is too, I have a lot of friends there and stuff, but it is too cold in Canada. I cannot be doing no Canada. It's freezing. I got anemia. I'm already cold. It'll be summertime sometimes and I'm cold. Look, right now my hands are freezing. That's why I had this. I had it on my lap because I'm cold. I can't be doing no Canada, but I can do Australia. I know they got those dingoes that eat the people, but I was like, in the crocodiles and the Dundees. But it's hard to get to move there and stuff. Or they have like age limits, which it was like 55 or 50, 55. I'm like, I'm still young. They ain't letting nobody over there now. But I was like, if any place I feel like they don't play around and be safe in all, Australia, New Zealand, that's where I'm headed. I'll brave the crocodile Dundees. The other day, Mattel announced that starting with season 25, Thomas the Tank Engine will be redesigned, switching to 3. I didn't even know Thomas was still around, right? That's Thomas the Train, the show. I didn't even know they were still around. Oh, look at Harsh. I like your teeth. Okay. They just pop out like a toddler when you laugh. It's you. You know what they say? It's I have the teeth, but my teeth are small. This runs in my family. I got the smaller teeth, and then look, I'm gonna do like that. But like when I laugh, sometimes the lip will like go because it is so small, but then it shows a lot of gums. Because most people they'll have their gums, but I have like a lot of gums that make my teeth look. And this is too, I get a lot of cavities because my teeth are like in the back so small that they're right next to the gum. Look at me. How am I getting on these topics today? This is y'all's fault. This is y'all's fault. All right. I like the idea of being friends with Marshall and Lily. He's still talking. Are you still talking about this? How I Met Your Mother? He needs. Who can agree with me that the Mr. Karras needs the I Met Your Mother YouTube channel? Wouldn't y'all watch it? I'm sure they have a big, huge fan base that'd be like, oh, just the How I Met Your Mother YouTube channel. There you were during the time Marshall and Lily consummated their relationship. Well, maybe I will watch this. No, I won't. In India, we have Uber and Ola. Oh, Ola's the other thing. Like, oh wait, is it Ola or Ole? Like Ole. Because wouldn't you be like, I just called the Ole. I would have to say it like that every time. They'd be like, call your Uber. I'm like, no, I called the Ole. I hate Sarah Deep. Don't be coming up here with that talk about my boyfriend Ritik. Sarah Deep, don't be coming here talking about my Ritik that way. We're gonna pretend like you didn't say that. We're gonna skip right over that. We don't have no writ. I didn't even finish reading it. Gonna talk it. I hate my boyfriend. Amanda, that whole elevator sequence, but with Elizabeth Olsen. Now I know. Don't say that. When I meet Ritik, I'm not gonna tell him he said that, Sarah D. You still look. He's still and Lily asked. He's still talking about the. And you say, please don't. While you're on the top bunk, he's still talking about this. How I Met Your Mother. Amanda would be better at Marshall and Lily if they did while you were on top bunk and they did it again. And he talking about consummating on the bunks. Mr. Rick, this too early in the morning. They be getting in all that. Oh, I said Mr. Rick. You know, I got Rick on my Mr. Karras. I've never called Greg Rittick yet. But look, I got Rittick on the mind. Because Sarah Deep threw me right there talking about, don't be talking about my boyfriend like that, Sarah Deep. To be honest, I paid $30 for Mulan. I regret not just pirating it. I mean, all movies, but you have it for life, right? I bought it. I loved it. But you know what? I watched it on the TV and I watched it on the big screen. And I feel just like not being able to watch it on the big screen, it took away something. It took away, I mean, how beautiful it is, just seeing that on the big screen with the music. It was just not the same for me. It wasn't. I'm going to be honest. Who can be better about that? Because I would be. I know you would. Don't worry, your one copyright strike will expire. Yeah, I'm not worried. That's why I said I've been through this. The first time I got one, I was like, that's fine. Like I was nervous. This time I'm like, it'll go away in 3 months, 90 days. Probably the guy who gave you the strike was having a bad day, so he misused C. He didn't have to be a jerk about it. I'm not scared, so COVID, but I am scared of the COVID test. Oh, that was, just look, that was one thing when we found out we're exposed. We're like, should we go take the test? And then, because I know here they have like the drive-through things to take the test. And then I just picked that thing going up and touching your brain. I know it ain't, but it's like, I was like, we'll just quarantine 2 weeks. I mean, you can get a positive test, but what is that going to do? Right? If it comes out positive, you're just going to quarantine, which we'll just do anyway, right? 2 weeks. I don't want to get that test. But I'm not scared of that test more than COVID. I'm not. I think we should not care about negative comments on social media because they're cowards to abuse you behind an online ID. They can't do the same in real life. It don't bother me. Not one. Now, my friend, I mean, a lot of y'all know my friend Tessa, she'll get like a bad comment and she'll like, look what they said. She'll get upset. I'm like, I'm like, first of all, you have if you have like your channels and stuff, you can't like comments like that bother you. You can't like people always be like, you're this, you're that, crazy, and I just sometimes I mess with them and be like, oh, because sometimes you'll get one, I hate you, I hope you die, like some crazy people still don't bother me, and sometimes I mess with them back. I'm like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, But I was like, because half of them they're just these probably behind the little screen losers in life. You don't know, just having a bad day, want to just be mean to somebody. I was like, let them. This is how I just. And sometimes, like, somebody is like, oh, yeah, it looks like you gained weight. I'm like, I probably have. And I was like, I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad. Look, you've been paying attention. You've been paying attention then, huh? I've been quarantined since March, eating my snacks up in quarantine, not hardly getting out the house. I'm 100%. I probably have. I don't really weigh myself every day. I'm in my leggings. They stretch, so I can't judge by my clothes. And half the time I don't like to get out of my PJs. So, but I'm like, thanks for noticing. You just can't let that. You just can't let those bother you. That's letting people have too much control over you. You let that stuff bother you. What you gonna do? They're gonna make a bad comment and it's gonna ruin your day. Don't let people control over you like that. What am I? Shazam! I'm also casting Doom 4. Shazam messing with us. You know I'm sad the whole election time is stressful and I have no good animes to watch. I'm telling you, Joshua Stark, my daughter is so into anime, Bella, that she got me watching one. Have you watched? Oh, what's it called? Bella! Bella! Oh, she's in school. I'm calling her. I'm in here. I just got a quick question for you. Yeah. Are you in class? Did I mess with you?
No.
What was the anime? I forgot the name of it that me and you watched.
The Promised Neverland.
The Promised Neverland. Me and Bella watched it. We watched it together, and I enjoyed it. Look, you know Joshua Stark. I don't like you Hero Academy and all those. I was like, oh, the Promised Neverland. It was I liked it. Me and her watched it together because she loves the anime, and she's like, I want you to watch the anime with me, and I was like, okay. And then she wanted me to watch this one, and I thought it was nice. Now my favorite character in it was Connie. Bella, well, go look. She'll go off on Connie. I say I'm Team Connie over here, though. If you watch it, you're not Team Connie. Little Connie gave up. I won't tell you what happens. If you haven't watched, I'm not going to give any spoilers. Vicky's here. Please tell how you right now. Your COVID got well now or what? So Vicky, that's what I'm feeling fine. I didn't get COVID. I was exposed to COVID. My brother-in-law had it. My sister got it from him. We just found out yesterday. She got it. She's got COVID. You know, I have my niece and nephew Aiden here every day. So they were here every day. And my daughter was around my brother-in-law even the day before he got like the symptoms. But it's been almost a week now. We're there quarantined. We've been taking our vitamin D's and all that. Haven't got sick yet. Praying but I will keep updated. It's been one more week to go, right? They're like, one more week we'll be out and we'll be in the clear. Other than Friends, How I Met Your Mother is my second favorite show. I would have guessed it was your first, Mr. Curious. I just say it. I would have guessed it's your first. And India government is giving some money every COVID patient because of which many hospitals are making false COVID reports. Really? In India, after Ms. Dhoni cricketer lost cricket match a few days ago, one cricket fan threatened her 5-year-old daughter to rap her on social media. He was arrested now and he was taken, and he was only 16. Oh, see, like people think too, like things you do online, they can track you down. You like, even though, you doing this and saying things to be mean, you say it to the wrong person. You be meeting the wrong person. You don't know who was on that other end that might do something. Gotta be careful. Forrest Whitaker's multi-talent. Can imagine him doing anything. Isn't he the one that he got the eye that's kind of like this, right? That's how I remember. But if it is, oh yeah, he's awesome. You said that when you'll come next time with the same name, I'll remember. So you were said, sure. You gotta look, Shazam. Everybody knows I forget names. You gotta stick with the Shazam name, and then I'm gonna remember. You gotta stick with the one name. You're just Shazam, right? Look, you can't be changing it. It's always Shazam now. I know even some of y'all, like Mr. Carius, he had another name before and changed it. I can't remember that other name, but like the Storm Shadow that was here, that's Tim Raven. That's how I remember him. I forget the Storm Shadow. So that's why I said, I'm so bad with names. You got to stick with one. You got to stick with one. Sierra Deep. Oh, he's talking to him. Oh, I don't know what y'all. Why y'all talking in that? So I can't read it. Now I know. I want to know what he says. What are y'all saying? What are y'all? Yeah, no. Whoever wins U.S. elections, but it must not trouble India. Whoever wins U.S. elections, but it must not trouble India. The trailer for Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, dropped like a week ago. Nobody reacted. Really? It looks so mad. Ricky Martin's in it. She bangs. Ricky Martin, is he just doing the music to it? Oh, talk about thinking back to some Ricky Martin. That was my college days, Ricky Martin. They still talking to, yo, what are y'all talking about? I want to know now. Do you know that Arnab has become super popular with loads of fans here across the globe? That's that guy, that's that newscaster guy, right? Is that who you're talking about? Do you think hiding this will help us? I don't care whatever she thinks of India after this, but truth is too. I'm sure she's mature enough not to judge whole. What are y'all talking about? Now I really want to know. Everybody's doing something against him, but Vicky gets mad if I got to read every word. Look, everyone is doing something against him. That's the Arnab, but got out of it because he's a true person. My name means brightness. Oh, look, it's sun and lamp and brightness. Ow, I just hit my hand. Am I really far behind on comments? Because I got to wrap it up. I got my interview. I got to prepare for it. 15 more minutes I got to go because I got to get the questions. All right. Commissioner Mumbai tried to trap Arnab in the name of TRP, and then every news channel did a program on Arnab. Amanda, my name is Joshua Stark. It means Joshua and Stark in English. I'm sure Joshua means something else. Like my name, Amanda, means lovable. True. I think it fits. Vicky, did you saw Troll of Arnab in a recent episode? Oh, it must have been were they making fun of him? Yes, I got you a jewelry ad. Yes, it was the jewelry ad, Tejas. Is that how far back? I got to catch up. I'm going to read real quick comments. Please don't think I'm bragging, but I think I had my first ever girl. Oh, Mr. Carius. And I don't want to mess it up. So just be yourself, Mr. Carius, because don't try to be something different. You want to, because you want the girl to be like, if you want something long-term, you just have to be yourself. And if they like it, if they don't, then you don't want to be with them anyway. Right? You don't want to have to hide who you are your whole life. And that's not good that's not, showing the girl like any respect either. If one person when she first got to know you and then you change to a different one. Just be yourself. If it's meant to be, I'll be meant to be. But Arnab and Republic Channel got safe because they accessed the fur. And in Fur, it was some else news channel's name, and Commissioner got exposed. It's hard for me to follow some of this stuff. And now Arnab did a case on Commissioner in Supreme Court. He's like the reporter, right? Vicky, Kasu, and Sunny, they're brothers. This is around the only time I wish your husband was on with you. Contrary to all the other comments, I think you can hold this show by yourself. Why do you wish he was with me? Because he'll talk up. I'm not sure why he thought he was with me. I have a headache. I already have No, Angie, girlfriend is going to come here after school and start worrying about my sleep schedule. Do you do the virtual school, Joshua? No, you did the homeschool, right? Because my kid's been virtual school and they're like my son, he'll sleep till like I'll try to get him up, but he'll fall back asleep. Like that's one thing about them going to school that I liked. It kept him like on a good schedule. Arnab is just making fun of his own self. This is so-called journalism. See, I know the Arnab. He's like more conservative, right? Because I know Vicky's more conservative. I'm trying to follow along with that. COVID is a mess. There's evidence half the COVID deaths had nothing to do with COVID. A guy who has COVID got shot and that death counted. Joshua Stark, don't be coming here like, it's not, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Joshua Stark. I'm going to tell you right now. There are some cases, yeah, they die of, say, pneumonia, or they had asthma. They die of asthma, but they died from asthma, but they died because they got COVID. So it's going to be counted as COVID. I'm sure there's some cases that got messed up, like you say, they can find here and there. But I'm going to tell you now, my whole family's in the medical profession. They all work at hospitals with doctors and COVID patients and stuff. When they sign a death certificate, a doctor has to sign it, sign off on it, and for the reasons. Ain't no doctor gonna risk their medical license for them to lose their career, their job, money, be sued to put all these fake reports out. Ain't no doctor gonna it might happen. I don't know. Accident, I don't know. But there ain't no doctor guy gonna falsify. Can you imagine? Think of you. I know how hard. I worked at the School of Medicine. I know how hard it is to get your MD, especially here. Like people come from other countries that've been doctors, whatever, and try to get the MDs here and have to take the test, and they're like, it's impossible. Like I know it's hard here to get one, right? Years of school. You got to do your undergrad. You got to do, this. You got to go to medical school, which they're just saying like that's 4 years of hell. Then after medical school, you got to do your residency and do this. And like by the time you're really a doctor, you're like in your 30s, spent your whole like 20s trying to get your degrees and get there. Take the boards, which they're like, oh my God, that's like the work under all this stress. And then you're gonna risk all that now you're finally a doctor. Doctors, they wouldn't go through all that because they weren't making the money. You got your nice house and this and the money, and you got your practice, and they're gonna risk all that. They're like, oh, just because I want to sign this low right here and say this person had COVID when they didn't. I know you're smart, Joshua Stark. I know you're smart. Think about this. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And on top of it, I know people say because the hospitals are going to get the money. My husband works at the hospital. They talk about the hospitals like getting the money. It's like not even that much for a COVID patient. It's only because the ones like Medicare and stuff like that give extra more. But it ain't even worth it for them. It's cheaper for them not to have COVID patients than to have a COVID patient. For all the resources and stuff it takes there, it's much better financially for a hospital just not to have a COVID patient. And gonna risk to say, oh, they had COVID and this doctor's gonna risk all this. That's just nonsense. That's nonsense. I've known like some things got mixed up because that's how. Look now, see, Joshua Stark got me on my rants. But I know, like with testing places, sometimes like somebody tests and then they retest and they count it twice. But that's because we still don't have it together here. They still don't have enough funding. They should be having tests the same day and getting results the same day. That's because like our system, how many months it's been since we first, like March, how many is that? 9 months or whatever? You would think we have our stuff together now. No. Places are still, because they don't have funding and everything's still crazy. So yeah, there's mess ups like that. They're not done intentionally, but I know here, like people were getting counted, some of them twice and things like that. That happens, but that's like because our system's not good to track this stuff. But it ain't done intentionally, and it ain't done as much as you hear a few little cases, but overall it's not. And you want me to tell you how I really trust the numbers when people want to use this and say they don't trust the numbers, this and that? Because they look at the average. Have you read the statistics on this? They looked at the average of like people that die every year. And I mean, these are big. I'm not a statistics person. I mean, I like math, but not like that. I'm more science. But anyway, they'll look at like the numbers of the percentages of people who died every year. And this year, and this was months ago, they were like, yeah, from our numbers, we're looking at percentage wise, we have over 200,000. That's why they even thought our numbers were on the low side for COVID, because the deaths that went up, they were like, it's like 200,000 more than expected. And that just ain't a coincidence. And this is when we wasn't at 200,000 yet. I said 2,000, 200,000. We weren't at 200,000 yet. And they were like looking at these statistics. So they were even thinking not enough people were counted as COVID. He got me on my rants. He got me. I can all like 7 minutes left, and Joshua Stark got me on my rants. 34 superstars of Bollywood and 4 big productions did a case on Arnab and Delhi High Court for defaming them, and now their movies are getting dislikes and abuses. I mean, I know some people got mad that I did some reactions. They'll get mad when I do a Salman Khan reaction. And I'll be like, get mad. I'm like, you can't, just because you don't like the one person, which I'm, you don't might like him, but think of all the other people in there. I'm reacting to songs. It was like a lot of Jay song, and I'm reacting to a lot of who I love and appreciating all these other people. Salman Khan might be in it. Well, you can't hardly find a movie. That's why I said the nepotism with all the people that you don't like. Then you just be reacting to nothing because it's everywhere. So even though you want to like not like them and boycott it or whatever, but you can't get mad because you also have to appreciate the other people on there, the other people that did the work on there. They should get appreciation. The people that do the songs and all that too. Yes, that ad showed a Hindu girl married a Muslim. Okay, so a Hindu girl married into a Muslim family. The Muslim family arranged a baby shower function in Hindu style for their daughter-in-law, which made the Muslim community upset. So wait, the Hindu girl, she married the man, he was Muslim, and then they had a Muslim baby shower, and they got upset. I mean, to me, just at first thinking, maybe they don't know how to have a Hindi baby shower. I mean, I was just thinking that like, oh, I might have a little Muslim baby shower for. Do you think they know how to have a Hindi baby shower? If they're Muslim, they're just doing this. And what happens? How do they do with the religions there? K-Burn! I just saw them on TikTok. How they do with if like here, like what do they do about like if you're Muslim and you marry somebody Hindu and then you have a kid, how did they decide what religions the kid is? I'm trying to think. Because I'm trying to think here. Usually if it's like 2 different religions, one usually kind of does convert, right? So I know they're trying to get rid of them converting, but if they're like 2 like strong religious, like usually if like one's really strong in one religion and they have someone and they can't agree, you really don't see them getting together. Number one, I can't think of cases that happen, but usually when I have seen like 2 different religions get together, it's usually one person is really, really religious, so the other person might not be so religious and they'll convert. I don't know. I still don't understand why they got upset about that. Because I'm like, that's how they know how to throw a baby shower. I don't understand. But there's nothing in the case to put Arnab down, to shut him. Now Bollywood is mostly over. Arnab should be in Big Boss as a contestant because of his loudness. I'll mention Big Boss. I'll know I got to do my Big Boss. How are you doing this when I'm good, K-Burn? I'm good. I'm sorry if you were there sitting while I didn't, because I'll usually I got all my TikTok Harley gets know anybody over there, so I got all my YouTube comments I'm going through. Hi, Chef. I needed to rant. But you retracted it. I didn't see your rant. It's not only Trump's mistake, but people of USA also irresponsible COVID. I've seen many idiots in America saying that COVID is just the flu. Seer Deep, I'm right with you. Or they refuse to wear masks. Oh, I was arguing yesterday. I'll get it. I'll get in those news, like they'll have news articles and comments there, and I will argue with people. I will argue. And still people there are talking about it's the flu. I mean, that's just them. It's usually people Trump supporters, and they're just repeating what Trump has said and stuff. But still some that are like, mask, you ain't get me to wear a mask. I'm like, yeah, this is stupid. And then I'll tell you, because I was arguing with this one guy who was against masks, and I was like, because right, a lot of like those those Republicans, especially Trump, they'll call people like liberals, like, oh, they're snowflakes and this and that. So I was really messing with them, and I was like, what a bunch of snowflakes, can't even wear a mask. What I said, I was like, what, y'all afraid of a big bad mask? That little piece of cloth gonna hurt you? I was like, tell the doctor where the mask hurt you. I was messing with him, but I'm like, it's stupid. Just what, like, you want this to go away? This is the way. I'm telling you. Yes. This is okay. You don't want to believe, oh, scientists change their mind or whatever. Just look at these other countries. This is how they're controlling it. Look at the mass mandates. This is how, just look outside, because people, especially in the US, they just look at what's happening here. They don't even know what's going on outside our country half the time. They don't. So like, no, this and that. I'm like, the proof is everybody that's these countries with mass mandates are controlling it. You don't see this? That's why too, they're like, look, COVID's gonna, they also said that too. COVID's gonna go away after the election. Oh, it's gonna go away. I was like, you really think the whole world shutting down their countries? They thought it was a political, because right, they were like, oh, this is a political hoax, because Trump had said something about a hoax, Democratic, I don't know, it was something about a hoax he said, and that's where they started repeating, this is a Democratic hoax, the COVID, it's going to go away after the election. I was like, how dumb could people be? Look it up. You think all these countries care that much about American election that they're going to shut all their countries down? Like, but I'm just saying, Seer Deep, 100%. I'm like, right now, like, that's what our country is infected with, fools. Infected. And it's like the fools following the foolish following the biggest fool. That's what our country is right now. You should react to starring. Oh, Bahubali. I love me some Bahubali. Bahubali 1 and 2. I've seen them both. It's a female oriented. Oh, it's like Bahubali, right? Wait, it's starring him from Bahubali. The song is Boo 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 Jangum. Boo 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 Jangum. Did I say that right? Trump is a real nationalist person. He really loves his country. Give him a chance. This is why I say this is false. Because to love your country, you have to love your people. And Trump only likes the people that follow him. Oh, everybody else that don't follow him are terrible. They could burn in hell. You don't even want to help the states that don't support him, you know? To be a leader and a president, you have to love all your people, whether or not. And if you love your people that much, you want to keep them safe. You want them not to die. You care about their deaths. He don't. He got COVID himself, almost died. Talking about he had 14 doctors around him and all this, and then he's still going out promoting not to be safe. You know, oh, you don't need a mask. Look, I'm cured. While people are in the hospitals, dying every day, thousands of deaths a day. Like, it's still, the tolls, like, we're getting daily deaths, still hitting thousands a day. If you are a nationalist, that's why I don't believe it. You might be like, he's a nationalist because he don't like hardly any other countries. But you have to love your country and its people, and he doesn't. And let me tell you, who's supporting him? I heard the other day, the Taliban. Remember Taliban 9/11 attacked the buildings, and they're like, oh, we love Trump. We support Trump. You know something's wrong. The Taliban supporting the president. You know something's wrong. What's K Burn saying? I missed it. All right, Amanda, good to see you. I hope you have a great day. YouTube, I say, hey, all right, thanks for stopping in, K-Burn. I really got to go soon, but I want to get through my comments. Shirishis, SRK, or Salman Khan, or Rajan Revenir. Vicky, you talk so much while reactions. It's too much. This is what I say. If you want to see the original trailers, original song, go listen to that. This is how Ricky wouldn't like to watch a movie with me. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Vicky would not like to watch a movie with me because I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, something happened. I'm like, oh, did you see that? Like, I talk through you. People, that's why I said, people like, I like to watch. I'm like, I need to warn you before you come watch a movie with me. I'll be the same way. I'll be talking. My husband will get mad because he'll keep rewinding. Oh, I missed this. I'm like, sorry. Hello, Indrajit. Rishi KGF chapter 2. I love that. Is it next year? Siradeep. It's Olay. It's Olay, not Olay. It's not. Oh, then I don't like it as much. Olay. I liked Olay. It's Ola. Ola. What about meme reactions? Get memes on Twitter and react to it. I have memes on my site. Like my website, I put a lot of memes up. I like memes. I've been putting stuff on my Instagram. Did you see my latest pumpkin? If you haven't seen, listen, follow me on my Instagram, Geekly Amanda, GEEKLY Amanda. I say it all the time, but I've been putting some fun stuff up. I put a new pumpkin little picture up. Y'all have to check it out. Siradeep might not like it. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings toward Ritik. I have heard that he's really kind in real life. See? Yes, Siradeep. You got a copyright strike. It means you are a revolutionary YouTuber. It's not my first either, Vicky. It ain't my first. I'm sorry my internet went out for a second. But welcome back, Mr. Carious. Muppets. Today Netflix dropped a Hillbilly Elegy. It got and Glenn Close looks real award. Really? Oh, I have to check that out, Muppets. I saw a lot of trailers dropping before I came on. I'm not going to have time. Like, after this, did y'all even guess who I'm interviewing today? Did I just not get to that part? I gave y'all a hint. Let me give you another hint. Guardians of the Galaxy. That's my other hint. Nobody's guessing. Where am I at? The Promised Neverland. I love that. I love Connie. Yes. Joshua Stark. Yes, I love Connie. Did you see some of the memes with Connie coming out? Or Bella will be like, Connie was in it for like 5 seconds. She didn't do anything. I'm like, Connie saved them all. Connie's the one who, they wouldn't have known about those monster things if it wasn't for Connie and her leaving her little rabbit there and then having to go bring it back to Connie saved her. Connie was the hero in the story. But then my daughter was showing me like these little videos, and it was like these monsters, and they went out to dinner and they was eating. They had Connie on a fork. I was like, that's cruel. Like, she loves to show me that stuff because she says Connie's all right, but she's like, Connie was this. Anyway, yes. So see, Joshua Stark, I got into anime. I love it. That's good advice. You shouldn't let people get to you, but sometimes there are some people in the world that know how to get to your head. That's true. And those people, I like to keep out of my life, Mr. Carious. They want to, like, they know how to get me. They try to get to me. I don't need that negativity in my life. Just, you don't have to be in my life. Like, I can shut you out. Today I was sleeping and it was sunny afternoon with winds blowing and Michael Jackson came to my dream, and then the dream was so sweet. You know what? That reminds me, last night, my grandpa came to my dream. Oh, I forgot too. Like, you just saying that, it came to my mind. It was a weird dream. Like, what happened, and it was strange, but he was in it. Oh, and he passed away. So it was, I remember, how long has it been though now? It's been a long, I don't even remember the year. Well, Bella was like 2 or 3. So probably maybe 10 years. And it's been a while since I remember him being in my dreams. I remember though, when he died that night, I dreamt about him. Don't they always say that? Like, they come into your dreams and like maybe tell you about, he didn't tell me about it, I just remember I dreamt about him. Oh, thank you for like bringing that up, because now it made me remember that. And I'm going to have to like tell, I want to talk about it later. Maybe tell, like, because my grandma, that was her husband, and my aunt and my mom, that was their dad. Thank you for making me remember that, though. Oh my gosh, it's late. I got to wrap this up. Let me get through the comments fast. I haven't finished all of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Ritik Roshan, best friends with Michael Jackson. absolutely incredible last 14 episodes, a great finale. And my anime, it's only 64 episodes too. You got to react to the jingle jangle. And I'll look into it, Muppets. He was saying that delete that because the news will bring negative views to India in your mind. And what part did he want you to delete? I even forgot that. Of course, your name means lovable, considering you have this many. Aw, thanks, Mr. Carius. I thought that was considered because I'm just lovable. You can tell that I'm lovable over there, not because of my followers. I hope I'm remembered. Like, wouldn't that be nice after you pass to be remembered as someone who cared for others? That's like one thing I would hope that people would remember me by. I do have a lot of empathy for people. Like, it breaks my heart when I see someone hurting, or now I'm just gonna tear up talking about that. I'm watching All right, I don't know what Rishi's watching. You would have this many followers if you weren't lovable. I was watching We Are Family. Vicky. Think about Michael Jackson's song Anger and his performances. Arnab has the same anger while performing on the news channel. Michael Jackson's song Halloween music. I think it might be like anime Mob Psycho. They're talking about, I don't know all these animes. Bella would have a good conversation with y'all. She loves all the anime. She wants to be, that reminds me too, I have to get her Halloween costume, some kind of anime. It was a nurse one, some nurse anime. Mob Psycho is great. I've seen most of them. Good anime. A lot of trash too. Arnab is bashing every news channel by taking names and even names of anchors openly, and they are all helpless. Animal Beats just suck the life out of me, and not in a good way. See, Bella needs to be here for this chat with Mr. Carius and Joshua Stark. I wanted to recommend a good show to you. I didn't know I saw it already. Thank you. Still, recommendations will find anything really. USA is superpower, but still it has problems. World is messed up place. In Netherlands, there was a different species of tulip flower. Government of Netherlands named it Aishwarya Rai. Oh, I want a flower named after me. Oh, lucky. And I was also bashing commissioner very badly, like a teacher scolds a kid. But Vicky, why do you think that? I don't like people bashing each other. Like, that was one thing with when the Trump got the COVID. I thought it was nice. Like, when he got the COVID, I mean, not that he got COVID was, well, I won't say that, but that, like, I love seeing, even when people are, bashing heads and debates and all that, to still care and have respect for each other. And that's what the Biden, he stopped all his negative ads, like, when it happened, It's not good to that's how you keep hate. Just continue hate and division. We gotta be united in some ways, You're gonna have your differences, but you still have to have respect for each other. That's a good line. I just said, I was like, I surprised myself with that. What did I even say? That you can have your differences, but you still have to have respect for each other. See, I gotta remember that. I'm sorry, you've seen so many animes, you know how to recognize greatness when you see it as far as anime shows are concerned. Listen, my daughter, I should have her doing some videos for y'all with the anime stuff. Recommendations. Oh, I should. I'm going to tell her. She gets shy, though, too, on the camera. K3G, Sharakan, and Kapoor, Hrithik Roshan, 2001, Mr. Carius. Please watch Super Deluxe movie. It's available on Netflix. Hello, Jeffin. I like that. That sounded. Hello, Jeffin. Sudip, thank you. I'm not really on Netflix, but I would try and look at that movie. It's a great movie. They're talking. Now people in India are awakening from their deep sleep in many years because they're getting to know the real side and works of the people whom they used to love. And Amanda, I see how mad you are right now, but how mad would it be? Marshall and Lily were both. He's talking about the How I Met Your Mother again. There are 3 most popular shows in India run by, I can't see. This is why I skip a lot. Vicky will get mad, but I can't say those names. I know Salman Khan and Big India comedian, but TRP came worse this time. What is the TRP? Salman runs Big Boss, but it's out of the top 10 shows of list now. I'm sure you'd be yelling at them for weeks, though. I'll probably be laughing so hard, everybody in the lobby will be staring at us. Where am I? I clicked something I lost. Where am I at? Okay, there. What about the songs of Govinda? I know. Well, that's what I was saying. I came on Monday. I didn't even go to my live last week. When I found out that we were exposed to COVID, oh, it was just everything. It was crazy. And I haven't hardly, I'm just trying to get back in the song. I know. But wait, there was one song you recommended, and it started with the A, Akka, and I was on there, and wasn't this with Salman Khan? Because I was like, is Govinda in this? I wasn't even sure. That was it. I'm not, is that Govinda? Does he see? I even looked it up. Vicky, you can't even say I didn't look it up because I was not sure because all I saw was the Salman Khan. I was like, is this the right one? Is Govinda with him in this? You know, people gonna get mad. They're like, are you doing the Salman Khan? I'm like, no, I want it was for Govinda. Does he just sing it? I wasn't sure. But see, I didn't forget, Vicky. I even looked it up. All the best for the interview. Thank you, Tejas. Did y'all guess who it is yet? I gave hints. Let me see. You can imagine Lily saying to you, we said we were sorry, Crazy Amanda. Then why did you do it? Why? No, this is what I would say, Mr. Curious. Why you did it? Why you did me that? I always say it like that. Why you did me that? Bye, Tejas. No one is commenting here now. I think they have boycotted you. No, they didn't boycott me. What do you mean about? I'm trying to catch up on these comments. I'm going to stop, and I'm trying to leave. Look, I said I was going to leave 15 minutes ago. I'm going to stop leaving comments, but I'm still going to be watching. So everybody, bye-bye. Please take care of yourselves. Goodbye. Everybody's telling me bye. Where'd everybody going? What happened? I'm not left yet. Do you know Hrithik McMichael? When you say MJ would be president of USA. Oh, good. I am at the end. Okay. Bye. See you soon. Have a great bye, Shiradip. Hope the interview goes well, Amanda. Arnab is doing great because the people are wanting an attack on India. Wait, he's doing it because the people are wanting an attack on India and Indian culture, and because Arnab, people are awakening the concentrating of real thing. India needs Arnab. I mean, I think it's good to have two sides of journalism, but I caught up on comments. I really got to go. Everybody's saying bye. They know I got to go. Nobody guessed who I'm interviewing. I'm disappointed in this. Nobody guessed who I'm interviewing today. I gave 2 good clues. Like, y'all could have went and looked up those movies, The Love and Monsters, and seen who's in that, and then seen who's in the Guardian Galaxy. I'm not telling y'all now. They was also in The Walking Dead, but I'm not telling y'all. Y'all ain't getting no more hint. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all just gonna have to see because it's gonna be on the phone. But I'm gonna do a little phone with them with the sound, and then video with me where I'm on the phone with them. That's what I'm gonna try to do. And y'all just gonna have to wait. It's gonna be up Friday, the interview. Everybody left. Are they saying bye? And do I have, it says live chat, but I don't know if the comments, because sometimes, I think it's right. Somebody said I had it set the other day though, that I just see top comments and I don't know how to change it. So maybe they are commenting and I don't know how to change it, but yes, I have to go. I'm caught up with comments finally. You're reading too fast. So fast that you're sweating. I'm not sweating. And I wanted to take a shower before this and get cute, even though they're not going to see me because I want to be cute in the video. But I don't even know I have time because it's in an hour. I have to be there in an hour. I have to come up with, I'm going. I have to go. I have to get my questions together. And I talked an hour and 30 minutes, but always I'll be back next Wednesday. Sometimes I've been doing a little pop-in before that. We don't know. I just take care. What do I always say? Love each other. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Respect each other. What was that saying I said earlier? This is going to have to be my sign off. You might have your differences, but you should always have respect. That's going to be my sign off. You may have your differences, but you should still respect each other. All right, guys. I'll see you next week. It's always hard to go. And I got to go do this. Look out Friday to see this interview. Nobody guessed. Take care. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye, guys. Bye. And I know my